find it completely and utterly stupid that people think that morality isn't subjective because, well, for example, there are people who believe that murder is good and that, on the other hand, people believe that murder is morally wrong. Therefore, morality cannot be one simple set-in-stone thing, because how can we, as a species, know that murder is wrong? We cannot know anything like that. We cannot know that murder is wrong, or that something else is wrong because it's subjective. You can say, well, murder hurts people. What about homophobic people? Gay people make them upset, so therefore wouldn't being gay also be wrong? And some people hate straight people, so wouldn't being straight be wrong? That's so dumb that people think that everything isn't up to one's own individual experiences and thoughts. For example, a Muslim person is going to have different morals than a Christian person. So, when people claim that morality is objective, that there are moral facts built into the universe, the same way gravity or math exists, but when you actually examine how moral judgments work, that idea completely falls apart. First, moral disagreement is real and persistent across cultures and religions and historic periods. People have believed radically different things and about what is right and wrong. Slavery was once considered moral. Honor killings are still defended in some cultures, and some people believe killing is justified under certain conditions. Others believe it is never justified. If morality were objective in the same way physical facts are, we wouldn't see this level of deep, unresolved disagreement. People don't argue endlessly about whether fire is hot, but they do argue endlessly about morality. Second, moral claims always depend on prior values and not facts alone. Take the common argument, murder is wrong because it causes harm, the one that I argued about earlier. That sounds objective, but it isn't. The idea that causing harm is bad itself is a value of judgment. You can't derive an out from and is. Facts can tell us about the fact that murder causes suffering, but they cannot tell us that suffering is morally wrong unless we already agree that suffering should be avoided. That assumption does not come from nature and rather comes from human values. Also, emotions and perspectives shape moral judgments. What people call moral intuition is largely emotional. It's a largely emotional response shaped by upbringing, culture, and personal experience. For example, coming back to my argument that was about homophobia, a homophobic person may secretly believe that being gay is morally wrong because it makes them uncomfortable, and a gay person may believe that homophobia is morally wrong because it causes them harm. Both are appealing to subjective experiences. There is no neutral external referee that can declare one feeling objectively correct and the other objectively false. And religion in itself does not solve this problem. Different religions promote different moral values, and even within the same religion, interpretations vary wildly. For example, some Christians believe that LGBTQ is accepted, while others believe that people who are LGBTQ will be sent to hell. And if morality were truly objective and divinely revealed, we would expect consistency, not thousands of conflicting moral systems all claiming absolute truth. The fact that moral values can change depending on religions and cultural context strongly suggests that morality is constructed and not discovered. And not only that, but moral progress only makes sense if morality is human-made. When people say society has improved morally, what they really mean is our values have changed over time, usually towards greater empathy and inclusion, but improvement only makes sense relative to goals and values. The universe itself does not care whether slavery ends or continues. It'll continue going on forever, and the only thing that really cares about that is humans. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is that not that nothing matters or that anything is allowed. The conclusion is simple, that morality is not a feature of the universe, and it's a human system created to navigate social life. It only exists because we exist, and that makes it not necessarily objective in the way that people often claim.